Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your 2020 yearly forecast. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising. I am a fellow Taurian, as many of you know, so I am super excited to see what the cards reveal for us this year. Now remember, this is a general reading. This shows a general energy projection. As of now, you are a powerful creator. If something comes up that resonates but doesn't sit well, you most likely have the, no, let me change that. You have the ability to shift it. Remember that. If something comes up that doesn't resonate at all, it wasn't for you. So ditch it. Okay, so if you're interested in any personal services, I am an intuitive energy healer. I have so many fun things coming out this year, like different manifestation courses and healing programs and a whole bunch of opportunities to make things that aren't always available to everybody more available. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody who's donated and who's shared and who's liked and who's subscribed and comments and who's been with me since the very beginning. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. So I pulled 12 cards here. I did it for the sake of time. We're going to pull some more on camera to give a love reading, an abundance reading. Taurus's two favorite things, right? Love and abundance. A career, life purpose reading. And Taurus's least favorite thing, some change cards. Now I joke. I know a lot of Tauruses are cool with change. But I know that some of us it can cause a little fear thinking of change, but change is happening and it's happening for the good. So let's get started. So the funny thing is that I had the intention to pull one card for every month, but of course, because we're Tauruses, all the cards want to come out. We like lots of things, right? So we're like, one card's not going to cut it. We need multiple here. And that's how we start out in January. So this is the first time that I'm seeing all of this. So we will see what's going on here. Okay. So the first card in January is talking about the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you have just gotten through a tough time is really what I'm feeling like from this energy. It's been a tough time with another person, perhaps. It's been a tough time in terms of finances, lack mentality. Like you've gone through something and come January, you're walking out of it. You're walking to the next piece. And we get that because the clarifying card's walking away. So whatever that struggle was at the beginning of the year, you're leaving it behind. Rest and rejuvenation. It's time to give yourself a little bit of a break and maybe do some meditation. Just kind of, and we'll see what like the love cards say and the career cards say, but maybe in January, I'm getting guidance to pull a clarifying card for this. So we'll do that in a second. January could be a time to allow things to just unfold is really what I'm feeling. It's kind of like you set some wheels in motion maybe towards the end of 2019. And come January, it's not going to be as like, whoa, I need to push, we need to persevere, we need to get through this. Rather, it's like, all right, it's cool. Like I'm gonna allow things to flow the way they should. We got the Envy card and it came in reverse, and I'm feeling like this is the end of this just lack mentality, this looking to others and saying, you have this and I don't, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. You're getting out of this mentality of wanting and rather shifting into a mentality of allowing, just allowing these things to come into your life. So let me get a clarifying card from the Tarot deck and see please give clarification on what this Five of Pentacles is speaking about. What are the energies going on? Of course. Okay. You may have had an internal tower moment, an internal shift. And with that Envy card coming out and the walking away card coming out, you have shifted a mindset. You've shifted an energy pattern surrounding some sort of lack in your life. And you're having new feelings. You're having new emotions about it. It's like almost like a new perspective. And all of this starts from the inside moving out. So really what I'm seeing, really what I'm getting here is there's a completion energy in the beginning of the year that was set in motion in 2019 and continues into January. You're not meant to particularly do anything to create more shifts. Rather, it's simply continue doing what you've been doing. If it serves you, if it doesn't serve you, a certain mindset or something, a certain pattern that's fallen away, if it doesn't serve you any longer, then allow it to fall away. But give yourself like a little break, a little rest from feeling like you have to solve all of your problems and all of the world's problems, because things are going to unfold naturally. And you had something like shook the ground that you were walking on. Something shook you from the inside. It's not necessarily something externally that happened, but an internal major shift has occurred that has shifted your ability to receive. It will be shifting situations on the outside. This is an end of a period for you. This is an end of a cycle for you. So let's see what February has to see how this is going. Wow, okay. Then you get the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a rebirth card. January, something is still it's like falling away. There's nothing left for you to do. Just allow it to happen. Then come February, there's a rebirth. And we got the Angel of Love. This can very much be a rebirth in your love life, a rebirth of coming from your heart center. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love and abundance. So I'm really feeling like allowing this rebirth to just happen, and then you're going to be a completely new person. You're going to be you. Your true essence is there, but how you express to the world, the situations that you've dealt with, is going to be completely different than it's ever been before in your life. And the beginning of the year is really just kind of preparing you for this, setting you up for this. But I'm not seeing action. I'm not seeing you having to struggle so hard, you having to do something. It's like all of 2019, what you had been working towards, the different projects that you started, the different shifts that have been occurring, all kind of leads up. And come 2020, it's like a boom. Disintegration of these old patterns that don't serve you, and then a rebirth immediately to follow. Wow, okay. So March, you get the Justice. This is a karmic completion. This is a balancing the scales. This is just a balance in your life. So this is you got 3 major arcana cards. So the Tower card came out when we got the clarifying. So if you look at the 3 major arcana cards, you get the Tower in reverse, talking about an internal shift and rebirth. And you get the Judgment card, which is talking about an actual rebirth. Like, here you are to this world, a completely new person. And then you get the Justice card, which is talking about coming back into balance, balancing your internal with your external, completing a karmic cycle. You don't have to go through this any longer. You don't have to go through this lack any longer. And now it's paired with the yin energy, the just allowing energy. Again, not a lot of action. It's a being state. And then happy family. If any of you also has Aries in your chart, the happy family card for Aries came out around the same time. So you might want to check that video out as well. I'm trying to get it so there's no glare. There we are. This is very much talking about happy on the home front, happiness in relationships, just an overall fulfillment in your life. That came from doing nothing. But ironically also came from doing like a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like this has been a journey that you've been on for a really long time now. And it's like come 2020, you're just allowing it to unfold, and it's just coming naturally. Things are progressing naturally. Things are just coming together so beautifully. So you get the happy family card right after you got the love angel card. So this is like a rebirth in certain relationships, a rebirth of your heart, and then it's coming into balance come March. Remember, this is just a general outline, so this can happen quicker, it can happen slower. Let's see about April. Wow, okay. The Knight of Swords. and action in reverse. Also very similar to Aries reading where they're like coming into play, which is very interesting. So come April, for some of you, your birthday month, I'm feeling like a sense of focus, but not nearly as much action. Like you're just not having to do as much. I always view Taurians, as being capable of being very powerful manifestors. And I feel like you're really kind of stepping into this power in 2020. The power of your focus, the power of your intention, the power of just your strong power in general, the power of your heart, which is your power chakra. This is all stemming from your heart. The love that you have for yourself, the love you have for others, viewing this world in a sense of going with the flow. I feel like things will be unfolding, just this huge progression. Things will be unfolding. Again, we'll get more clarification in terms of abundance and life purpose and romance as we go on, but just a general read, come April, there's still not a whole lot that you're meant to do. Now, this doesn't mean that you just sit on your behind and be like, well, it's all going to come to me. No, you still take inspired action. You still do your work. You still are a good person and you do serviceable work or volunteer, or you're still a parent. Like you're still doing your day to day. For me, this is the overall energy of what you've been striving so hard to obtain in your life. You're not going to need to work as hard. It's going to be less of an uphill battle. So let's get into May. Okay. Come May, you're wanting to give to others. As you give to others, you're shifting out of this like holding on to everything, like not feeling secure enough to give. Come May, your birthday, many of your birthday months, give, donate your time, donate your finances, everything. Like view it as it's a universal law. What you give, it's reciprocity. What you give comes back to you. So live in such a manner that you are wanting to give to this world, and it will come back to you. And at the same time, you are breaking this long held like lack mentality, this like feeling unsafe to give to others, or really only being concerned with like, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get that. You're breaking out of this pattern. As you do, that's what really opens up a whole new world of financial abundance in your life. You're releasing some really major attachments, and I'm feeling like the attachments have to do with physical manifestations, have to do with money and finances. So you do this, you release these attachments by giving, by focusing on how you can better serve this world, how you can give to this world. And this stagnant energy around finances is going to fall away if you feel like you have one. It's also a time to strategize where you are going moving forward. So you haven't had like a whole lot of needing to do much until right around May. And that's when you're really being encouraged to just give and strategize how you can contribute to this world. I'm feeling like many of you are light workers. You have a message that you need to give. You know, you have love that needs to be spread. And it's great to have those intentions. But you also have to have a strategy in place that can allow you to actually do it, that actually puts the intention into action. And that's what's coming in May. But like this whole rebirth is like leading up to that. And then you can really share your gifts with the world, and it's going to come back to you 10, 20, 50 fold. Okay, there could be some, there's a couple things I'm seeing for June, okay? June, how we just said that once you give, it's given back. Well, this card, the Four of Cups, is about somebody giving something to you. This could be somebody giving their heart to you. This could be somebody giving you emotional fulfillment or joy or something. As people don't give you emotional fulfillment or joy. That's an energy that you cultivate or you can align with on your own, but somebody gives you something that creates that joy and the feelings of love. The universe is giving back to you. This can also be something regarding children. So this could be whatever you have been dealing with that has been a deep childhood pain or hurt is now something you can see in a whole new light, is now something that has been healed. And I come to that conclusion because we got the second chakra, which is Archangel Ariel. Second chakra is about emotional healing. It's about emotional, every chakra has like the positive and the negatives, right? If it's functioning well, this is about creativity. This is about going with the flow. This is about easily expressing your emotions and receiving that love from others. If it's out of balance, then this is where our inner child pain occurs. This is where stagnation occurs. This is where we hold on to our traumas. But I'm feeling like by June, you've really processed a lot of this, and it's just opening up the door to all new, like, good, warm and fuzzy emotions. People giving to you, you giving back. You not holding your energy back. You really stepping into who you truly are. And then we get the Hanged Man in reverse, and this is talking about enlightenment. Whenever he's upright, which he's actually upside down when he's upright, which is, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's talking about indecision, not really knowing who you are. But this is, towards June, you're really going to step into your authenticity. I'm feeling an emotional balance. I'm feeling a lot of healing that has already occurred. You're really experiencing the effects of that, and you're experiencing it through just feeling love and joy in your world. Seeing that from others. You've given it to others. You're receiving it back. Okay, let me take a quick drink of my coffee and we'll move on to the second half of the year. What's July have for us? New cycle begins. Isn't that so interesting? The first half of the year is almost like a building up. Second half is a brand new cycle in your life. So I'm feeling like this new cycle begins. It's beginning now, okay? You're going to see the build up to it now, but then it's like the full manifestation of everything that this has been building up to around July. It's like, boom, here it is. So maybe this is like a brand new career or job or an inflow of abundance or like a brand new relationship that's been, or not even a brand new relationship, but a deeper commitment or relationship. Like it's all the beginning of this year. You're working up to it and you're seeing little pieces of it. I'm feeling like the whole beginning of the year, it's not like you're just going to be like sitting there hoping for this new cycle to come. No, you're seeing pieces of it. Every single month is a deeper development. You're seeing more physical manifestations on the outside. You're feeling better in the inside. You're feeling reborn. But then something major is happening. So the community card came out, but it did come out in reverse. And I'm feeling like this is twofold, and it could hold two different messages, okay? This new cycle is you bringing there's three messages. This new cycle somehow has to do with you bringing community together. Maybe you have a retreat. Maybe you start a yoga studio or a group of people, spiritual, like-minded people that come together. That could be it. Secondly, this could be speaking to collaborating with others, just really allowing others to help usher in this new beginning for you. Now for some, since this did come in reverse, I feel like the message here is for some, you are starting something different. This new cycle is going to be something different than anybody in your life could imagine, that you could have imagined. It's different than anybody else has done before. It's almost like you're kind of breaking off from this community a little bit. Not saying that you don't love people, that you're not spreading love and light, but you're kind of doing your own thing. You're saying, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. I know everybody else is doing things one way. I'm going to do it a little different. And that's what's going to kickstart this wheel of fortune for you. So whatever resonates out of those 3 messages, and maybe you'll see come June what resonates, to be honest. Take that, because that's the guidance for you. The Lover's card comes around August. There's a coming together. There's a collaboration. We'll see what the love reading has to say. There could be a deeper commitment around August. We got the indecision card, the temple path card, and the 6 chakra card. So you are, whatever this new cycle is ushering in, I'm almost feeling like there's a bit of doubt still left within you. Like, could this really be real? Like maybe you're doubting this relationship. Maybe you're doubting a collaboration. Maybe you're just doubting if things could be balanced and this happy and sunny in your life. You are being asked, the temple path is your spiritual path. So you're being asked to really tune in, and then these 6 chakras, your third eye. So you're really being asked to tune in with your intuition. Anytime we start a brand new cycle in our life, then it can elicit some fear from the ego. And that's all I'm really feeling. Like some old patterns of indecision might be popping up, like some fear of, okay, this is really good, but I need to keep it really good. So I need to make sure it stays really good. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You don't do anything. You just tune in with your intuition. You tune in with your knowing. You know that the universe has your back. You know that the universe wants things to work out for you. You know that the whole world is simply a reflection of how you're feeling on the inside. That's why you go through this entire process the first half of the year, and then boom, reflection on the outside. Don't allow those old ego fears that might come up to dissuade you or to distract you from what is going on. Things are good. Things are balanced. Trust it and tune in again and again and again with your higher self. Okay. And this is really talking about, all 3 of these cards for August are really talking about the same thing. The Star is a new sense of balance. It comes right after the Lover's card, which is also talking about balance. This is what is on the inside is projected on the outside. When you feel balanced and loving and peaceful within, then you see that in your world. I'm feeling like you are just a completely new person. You might be feeling a little vulnerable, which is normal. It's to be understood. And it's just part of the process. But you're walking away from some major old emotions. And this is paired with a thinking woman. So I'm feeling like your old thought patterns might be coming up. So again, this is like August, September-ish, like end of summer. If you experience any old thinking patterns, any old emotions coming up and feeling like, ugh, God, I thought I was done with this. Like, why you keep coming up? I thought we were good now. It's just coming up for you to really align with who you are, to really find that balance and to see, it's almost like to show you how much the world is a reflection of how you're feeling on the inside, to be honest with you. So if you see anything in your world, you're like, oh, I don't like that. And you have 2 decisions there, right? You see something in your world and you're like, I don't like that. Things are going back to the way they were. You know, you get in this negative mindset. Then that's just going to slow down your progress. But if you see something in your world and say, okay, what can I shift within me? What do I need to expand? What do I need to release? That's going to take you to the next stage of your spiritual journey. So this whole new cycle that's beginning is taking you to a brand new phase, one that your ego has no reference point for. Your ego doesn't know what's going on, and your ego's scared. Your ego wants to keep you safe. And to keep you safe, it brings up all the possible things that could go wrong. It like reads way too much into every single conversation, every single situation. And you have the option to listen to that. We have free will. Or you have the option not to. And align with who you truly are, this spiritual being that's one with everything, one with all. Create that balance within. Really focus on that in late summer. And it's like you're finally walking away from a lot of these long-held emotions that tried like one last time to grasp you, but you're like, no, that's not me anymore. And you can see it. I'm feeling like you'll be able to see it so clearly when it does come up again. It's so interesting. That card keeps coming up. the Knight of Wands, and Archangel Gabriel. And this card came up. It's just like the card that goes along with the tarot reading. What I'm feeling like is that's an indication that some of you are intuitive. Some of you have a message to be shared, and if you feel like card reading is part of that, or channeling is part of that, that become the beginning of fall is when you're really going to be able to step into your gifts. So if some of you are like, I think I could be really intuitive, I think I really might be able to channel or read cards really well, you're kind of going through all this stuff, and then it's like, boom, your message comes out. And then you really step into your gifts. Come early fall. For others, this is just really about speaking your truth, being authentic to who you are, and being like fiercely authentic to who you are. This is a card of creativity. This is a card of insight, of intuition. This is a card of creating something brand new. So you might be public speaking. Don't get scared. This might be a form of public speaking. This might be a podcast or a YouTube channel. This might be writing a book. This might be publishing a book. Maybe throughout this whole year, you are just tracking in a journal what's going on, or you're doing like a little vlog just for yourself of what's going on, and then become like fall time around October, you are sharing this message, a brand new message that has never been heard before with other people. And this doesn't have to be the case. For others, this is really just about speaking your truth and being secure in it in everyday life. Like just like being authentically who you are without doubting yourself. That has a very fiery energy to it with the Wands card, with the King of Wands coming up. It's like you've mastered. There's sort of a mastery to this, right? You've mastered something. You've mastered your emotions. You've mastered your insight. You've mastered something in your life. And because of that mastery, you're presenting yourself to this world in a completely new way, whether that be through creative projects or just who you are in general. But by October time, you're really stepping into yourself and not having any apologies for how you feel or how you think. And remember, for some of you, it might be like you really are intuitive, you are a channel, you are a card reader. So in November, we got the Six of Swords, which is talking about a journey. So you and your loved ones might be moving, or it's really just talking about things are becoming easy. And you got the third chakra, and it came out in reverse. And so with this card, with this coming in reverse, it's allowing the universe to kind of like just take you to that next stage. There might be some action here. You might be required to act because we got the third chakra right after the King of Wands. So come fall, you might be taking brand new action, but it's all about balancing that action with then going with the flow. It's like the universe gives you an insight, you follow the insight, and then you let go, right? Like basic law of attraction 101, that's how it happens. And come the beginning of fall, it's really going to be about that perfect balance of like, yes, I'm going to act. I'm not going to sit here any longer. I'm going to do something I've been called to do, and then know when to give it over to God or the universe to kind of steer what you're wanting to do in the right direction. And again, for others, this might be moving locations, this might be moving jobs, this might be moving in together with a partner or deepening a commitment with a partner, but there's definitely kind of like a shift, a physical shift, physical manifestation happening around fall time. Wow, okay. So December, how do we end the year? We end the year with the High Priestess. This is who you end up being. The High Priestess is powerful, all-knowing. She is balanced. She recognizes what is subconscious versus what is intuition. There's a lot of you who are intuitive who are watching this. If you don't already know it, then I'm here to tell you. If you know it already, then you're stepping into it from a whole new level The cards that come out with it are the Sun, brand new beginning, Magician in the Mirror, powerful manifester. By the end of this year, you have really stepped into your power. You've learned how to get intuitions, take them, turn them into some kind of action. Take the intuition, turn it into some kind of manifestation. And it's like you're going to be creating your world over and over and over and over again from this new place of intuition, rather than like this place of lack, kind of where we started. Remember, we started where we're really getting over this lack mentality, right? Wherever that applies. We're going through all of these major changes. Then a brand new cycle, one that maybe you've been envisioning for years, comes to fruition in the 7th month of the year. And that kind of takes you to a new phase, right? Like where you're taking action, you're finding balance. Like it's a whole new energy vibration that I'm feeling. And then by the end of the year, you're like stepped into that completely. You're like, I'm the high priestess. I'm the magician. I'm the powerful manifester. I got this. I know my power. I've learned because my subconscious, my past pain and all these ego tricks didn't work on me this time. They just didn't. I continued to align with who I really was, followed my intuition, followed my insight, took the lessons that life has given me and ditched the pain that was associated with them and kept going. And it has paid off. Okay, so let's get 3 cards regarding your career, life purpose, whatever that means for you. So this year, what can we expect for career, life purpose for Taurus? Guidance, hope, career, life purpose for Taurus. 20 came out. Okay. I feel like there's one more actually in here for you. There it is. Okay. What do we get? Let go. How did we start the year? Letting go. What was the main message throughout the whole first part of the year? Not having to do so much. You're just like, yep, I set my intention. I'm keeping along the path I knew I should be on, and I'm letting go. It says, release the desire to control this situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. You have guided insights. You have intuitions about your career, about your life purpose. Let them go. The universe has your back. The universe is taking care of you. Trust that. This very much applies to your life purpose. Creative expression. This is the year for you to really express yourself. And we got that a lot towards the end of the year, towards fall. But this could be a theme that goes on throughout the entire year, and rather just transforms, as you transform, which is okay. But it's definitely a year to present your ideas, who you truly are. Remember I said, I think some of you are intuitives and card readers and channels and all that kind of stuff. This is the year to express it. This is a year to write that book, to make that painting, to start that YouTube channel, to start that podcast, to start that new business as a creative form of expression, as something that you love. This is the year to really, if you already have a business like that, go deeper with it. Step deeper into your authenticity. Stop looking to the outside to see what others are doing, and instead ask yourself, what should I do? I know it's going to be completely different than what anybody else has done, but I'm not here to follow what everybody else has done. Sorry, I take a drink of water. My voice is getting hoarse. Divine guidance. What I was just talking about. Everything in terms of your career, your life purpose is going to be divinely guided. Listen to it. Listen to it. The reason that you're not working so hard this year like you've done in other years is because you're listening to your intuition. You're getting your intuition. You're saying, okay, well, how can I make that work? And then when your ego acts up, no, lack, fear, doubt, don't do it. Then you're like, yeah, I know. We've been through this before. I know what your voice sounds like, but I got this guidance, and this is what I'm meant to do. The last card that we got, the card that I said there's one last one in there for us, it says ask for what you want. So be clear, Taurus, on what you want. I told Aries the same thing. When you're done with this reading, just write down what you want for this year. As of now, it can always shift, it can always change, but right now, how do you want to live your life in terms of finances, in terms of career life purpose, in terms of relationships? Write it down, put it somewhere where you can see it every day and live in alignment with it. I was watching a video, I forget who it was now, so I can't give them credit. But they basically talked about the law of attraction, how many of us are so indecisive with the universe. And they compared it to like if a server came to your table and was like, what do you want to order? And you're like, I'm going to take the burger. And then she starts to walk away. No, come back. I want the Greek salad. Okay. And then she starts walking away. No, wait, come back. The Greek salad probably won't be good because there's all these things that could possibly go wrong with it. And, I might get sick if the dressing was sitting out. So let me go with something safe. Take the chicken sandwich. She walks away. Wait, no. Come back. I probably shouldn't eat meat anymore. So, you get the gist. I don't have to go into it too much further. That's what we do with the universe. We're like, yes, I know I want this. And then the ego comes in and the doubt comes in and your vibrations all over the place. You start to doubt yourself. Don't do that this year. Stay strong with who you are. Stay strong with what you want, what you know you want. As you grow, it can shift, but your overall life purpose is going to be the same. If you know you want freedom in your life, you want freedom in your life. That starts with freedom in your thoughts, freedom in your routine. If you want abundance, you know you want abundance. So keep that, how are you going to continue to keep that abundant mindset? Look at that every single day. Write it down. Look at it every single day. Make sure your thoughts align with it. Your vibration aligns with it. And any actions that you take are ones that are going to lead you closer to it. And if you can stay at that just basic, simple level, then the divine guidance will come and it becomes so much easier than it has in the past. Let's get some abundance cards and then we'll pull, where'd they go? Then we'll pull, I have card decks everywhere. And we'll pull a love reading for you guys. All right, Taurus, 3 abundance cards. Three abundance cards, Taurus. Oh my goodness. That one was emphasized. 3 abundance cards, Taurus. 3 abundance. Okay. Well, 4 came out. Of course, right? Why wouldn't they? Taurus 3? Why do we only get 3? God is your source. What every single card was saying. It's all divine guidance. I don't have to say anymore because I already talked about it. The universe will provide for you. Trust it. Just trust it. Let go and trust it. This is the one that came flying out. Focus on your priorities. How funny that I just talked about that. What are your priorities this year? Write them down. Well, you don't have to. I'm not going to show up at your house and your priorities on your fridge. But I think it would serve your best interest to write them down. Write them in a calendar. Maybe watch some YouTube videos that aren't so spiritual and metaphysical, but ones that are very concrete about prioritizing every month and things like that. And use that information to apply it to what your goals are, if that makes sense. So, just so that you have these overarching goals that you can look at every single day. And I'm getting every single morning, set your intention. What do you want for this morning? And use that to structure your day and focus on your priorities. It's more about the focus than the doing. It's aligned action is what's going to bring abundance into your life. Have courage to ask for help. So we did get some cards talking about community, talking about collaboration. So if you feel like you need some help in terms of starting a business or in terms of whatever it is, financial planning, since these are abundance cards, ask for help from other people. You don't have to know how to do it all. And when somebody can give you an easy strategy that's going to help you, then it's going to increase your abundance. It's going to be way easier for you. This is really the year about allowing things to come easy. I'm also getting if there's if you have some sort of business, then maybe hiring somebody just freelance work to help you like with marketing or advertising or something like that. That's just for a select group of people. But it's a year to ask for help when you need help. You don't have to do everything on your own. Then we got savings. So this is a year of, I'm feeling like rebuilding your savings. Tauruses like to spend, right? We are spenders. But perhaps it's a year to give back to yourself in terms of savings. And I'm really feeling like, because there might be a move that's coming up. You might be saving to like buy a house. You might be saving to travel the world. Like, again, with those priorities, what are your priorities? And so use your money in a way that aligns with your priorities. Okay, let's pull love reading. Exciting stuff here. All right, please pull 3 cards, unless more want to come out. Okay, let me get centered. Please pull 3 cards for Taurus. 2 just jumped out right away. Oh my gosh, cracks me up. Okay. Taurus love. That one's hiding. I wonder what that one was. Taurus love. I know there's another one in here. There it is. I feel like there's might be one more too. Taurus love. Oh, I knew that. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Huh. Okay, so the 2 that jumped out were opportunity beckons. This is a new cycle in your love life, okay? You have to allow it though. It's that getting over that lack mentality or the way that things were. You're wanting to look, you can kind of see he's looking down. It's like a higher perspective, a perspective of how things, you know, helped you learn lessons, but it's a knowing that you are going to be moving forward. You got to take the lead, but it came out in reverse. So again, there's a very internal kind of energy here. You're not having to do, if you felt like you've been taking the lead in your love life, if you've been the one who's always been approaching people or the one who's always been trying to like better your relationship, it's kind of a time to step back a little bit. You know, it's kind of a time to be like, I trust. I'm going to work on my mindset. I'm going to work on just embracing love within myself. And I trust that my world will indeed match that. Now this one wanted to come out, but it was a little shy. Love abounds. There's a new opportunity for love in your life. A brand new lover perhaps coming in, or a brand new expression of love in a current relationship, a coming back together perhaps for some people. But it was a little shy to come out, and I'm feeling like that's because some of us have been hurt in the past, and there's some doubt. But don't doubt. Do not doubt. A whole new cycle is opening up for you in every single area of your life this year. So trust that. Don't be shy about it. You know, cultivate this mindset of you deserve love. There's no more lack thinking. And then allow it to unfold. And we got this sacral chakra, which is about going with the flow, which you also got in one of the months, June. Go with the flow in your love life. I'm feeling like there's, you know, all the pain that you've been with in any relationship. You've learned lessons from that and you've healed a lot. And now your sacral chakra is getting to a place where it's more balanced and you're able to give and receive love unconditionally because you're not holding on to a lot of this pain and a lot of the trauma anymore. And we got the 5 of Swords cards reminding us that your ego is still going to be there to trick you, okay? But it's not a win or lose anymore. It's just an allowing, it's just a loving, allow these new emotions to come in. And whenever your ego tries to play its old tricks, let it. Just let it. You know, just like let it talk itself until it's done talking. You know, it's going to do it, but it's as you stop listening to it or stop giving it energy, then it's going to not have as much power over you. You know, you got love abounds. Trust that. I'm pulling some more cards for you in terms of love from the romance angels. Codependency. You are releasing codependency this year. It's the first card that came up, which goes with the Five of Pentacles. This is something that you were releasing. You were done with it. You're becoming secure. You're becoming reborn in yourself, and you're done with the codependency. Once you're done with the codependency, then you really open yourself up for a new kind of passion and fun. And you got a lot of sacral chakra energy, which we haven't talked about, but that is your sexual chakra. So allow yourself to have fun and be passionate and just like be like you're like 18 again, right? Or if you are 18, just be like how you are. Just like have like inhibition and just going with the flow and just enjoying your moments. Enjoy your moments. If you're in a relationship, like cultivate that passion in a relationship. If you are not in a relationship yet, the card says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So just be passionate about life in general, and people pick up on that vibration very soon. So something is definitely unfolding in terms of your love life. Remember, the Lovers card came out in the second half of the year. So if you are looking for a commitment or you're looking for a different kind of relationship, then you might meet that person, or it might start in the beginning of the year, but come like the second part of the year, there could be that deepening of commitment. It's that last little push to get over these old patterns of lack and not deserving and this codependency. You're letting your partner be who he or she is. You're being who you are. Your worth is no longer determined by somebody else. All right, so what changes can Taurus expect this year? These will be the last cards that I pull. What changes can Taurus expect this year? Ooh. There we are. All right. Healthcare change. So you could be very proactive about your health. You could be changing your eating habits. You could be changing your exercise patterns, your meditation patterns. I'm feeling like this goes along with your priorities. It's prioritizing yourself this year. Loving your body, loving your mind, doing what you need to do to show that love for yourself all of the time. Sobriety. Now, sobriety kind of goes along with that codependency. Sobriety could be talking about, maybe you're kicking the habit of drinking or smoking or a sugar addiction or something like that. But I'm feeling also like sobriety is just talking about any pattern or habit that hasn't served you, whether that is something you actually do or just like a thinking pattern or emotional pattern. You're becoming sober from that. And it's almost like you have to view it like you would if you were kicking an actual habit. If you had an addiction to alcohol or an addiction to cigarettes, what would the process be for you to get sober? They have detox, they have rehab, they have 12 steps. It's not like somebody who's an alcoholic can be like, no, I'm not going to drink today, and just be done with it. It's an ongoing process. And that's what this card is really speaking to view whatever you're viewing as this ongoing, or whatever you're kicking as this ongoing process that has different stages and different levels of development, but you are absolutely getting there and it's transforming your life. Self-employment is the last card we got. So absolutely, if you are not self-employed, this could be the year to get that divine guidance and start something new. If you are self-employed, something's going to be transitioning to a whole new level. If you have a side hustle, this means that this could turn into a full-time job. This could be talking about starting a side hustle, starting something just like as this creative outlet. Remember, we got the creative expression card. It's time for you to express yourself, be unapologetically who you are. Allow that abundance to come. Remember to ask for help along the way. Ask for assistance in anything that you need help with, whether that's a dietitian, a personal trainer, a business coach, whoever it might be. Things are transforming. By the end of the year, you will be a completely new person. You will be you. you'll be more of you than you've ever been in your entire life. All right, so I hope you have a beautiful 2020. So much love. Please like, share, subscribe, as it helps this channel grow and the message get out to more people who we can help by it. Okay, love you all.